Here we are at Gloria Molina Park. This is the May Day rally here in central LA. We have a big march that's going to be here in 1 o'clock in about half an hour. This is a bunch of people set up, getting ready for 10,000 people to show up here at the park in front of the City Hall. So here we are. People have started to gather. It'll get really big in about half an hour. Different organizations here representing.
When I cannot no longer outrun the cops. So we have to understand, we have to stand up, we have to speak out. In all these years that I've been doing this, I have been arrested twice. I've been detained numerous times, but arrested twice. And out of those 2 arrests, no conviction. And like we just did a meeting in Long Beach, and they told me, the police came out and told me, do not take the streets. And I said, okay. And I took the streets. Because as the young man said before me, he said, whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose land? Okay, thank you. I'm going to go back to
All right, everybody. So to get it started, I'm gonna do a song, which is a privilege to sing for you. It's an honoring song, it's a power song, and most of all, it's a brotherhood song.
So people are gathering here at Gloria Molina Park, waiting another 20 minutes for the protesters who started at MacArthur Park and are marching the 3 miles over to this area, maybe 5 miles. We're having a land acknowledgement right now.
Thank you so much for centering us and reminding us of the land and where we stand, and that the indigenous people and original caretakers are still here. Next, we're going to have Adam from LA Can.
Y'all hear me?
We're here in front of City Hall on this May Day event. It's the early stages, waiting for the big demonstration to arrive.
Forest trees bringing power down to bend a knee, but the bullets rang out and cut them down. Don't turn your eyes away. What's our stake in property when it's a denial of humanity? Where are the homes and dreams for all? Don't turn your eyes away. Put your head down, go on with life. I guess that's easy if you ignore the knife. But it cuts us all in the end, you see. Don't turn your eyes away. Whether trees or people cut down again, whether bullet, bulldozer, or a fountain pen, there's more of us than there are of them. Don't turn your eyes away. From his Georgia, LA streets to the Georgia streams, to every patch of grass between, what truly is a land of liberty if we don't turn our eyes away. What truly is this land of liberty if we don't turn our eyes away? Thank you. All right, y'all. Yeah, my name's Adam Smith, but I go by another Adam Smith, as not to confuse me with a man with an invisible hand. But yeah, this song I wrote coming out one night last year. I was in this space and I was looking for a place to piss. And if you've ever been in the city of Los Angeles, you know that we've got maybe a handful of public bathrooms. And Grand Park was closed that night, and I needed to find a place to piss. So I did. Then I went home and I wrote this.
Yeah.
The other night I was walking downtown on my way home. The urge had been a building, so I looked up on my phone where the nearest place was where I might find a stall. But instead I ended up pissing on the front of City Hall. 'Cause here inside the shining city of LA, where politicians oversee the deaths of 6 unhoused folks each day, they know that there ain't no restrooms. Yeah, there's not too many at all. So I went and I took my piss on the front of City Hall. Well, I know this song seems silly, but it's a need that we all share. Just like homes for everyone, access to bathrooms is only fair. So I don't care if your name is Matthew, James, Judas, Peter, Paul. 'Cause if you can't find a place to piss, then you should do it on City Hall. 'Cause here inside the shining city of LA, where politicians oversee the deaths of 6 unhoused folks each day, they know that there ain't no restrooms, but perhaps they'll heed our call if together we take our pisses on the front of City Hall. Thank you. All right, y'all, I need your help for this one, and then I'm gonna exit stage. But this is a sing-along. It goes like this. You gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Together in the cities, streets, countrysides, and towns, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. You got that? We aren't waiting for it to appear. George Jackson made that absolutely clear. From Palestine to the Congress halls, from these precincts to the prison walls, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Your part. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Together in the cities, streets, countrysides, and towns, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. There's a fascist living in some of our heads. Instead of denying, we gotta fight it there instead. Like Eddie H. O'Connor, we colonize our mind. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Together in the cities, streets, countrysides, and towns, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. One more of those. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. We gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Together in the cities, streets, countrysides, and towns, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Together in the cities, streets, countrysides, and towns, we gotta tear, tear, tear those fascists down. Thank you all. All power to the people.
Give it up one more time for Adam! Who's streets? Who's streets? Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. And we protect each other, right? Alright, so a beautiful example of that is this right here. So if you lost the wallet, MP, come and tell me your name. I'll give you your wallet. It's kind of cold. Y'all feel that? Like a cold front coming from the 714. But don't worry, it's all frost and no ice. So let's give it up for Frosty! What's up, Los Angeles? Make some noise! Happy May Day, my name is Frosty. Let's get into it. This one's called Mind Over Matter. Soft cells make my heart melt and help me forget how pain is. Death with sadness and methods unspoken.
We're here in front of the LA City Hall, the beginnings of an assembly of May Day protesters protesting or celebrating International Workers' Day, trying to empower workers to come out and resist fascism and support immigrants. There's a big march about to get here around 1 o'clock. That's about 20 minutes. A group of people are coming from MacArthur Park, hiking about 4 or 5 miles to end up here in front of the City Hall. A lot of different groups are here sharing their wares about their organizations. We're part of resisting fascism, resisting ICE attacks on our community.
I know my bars are kind of happy and my grievances are steady, but I'm on my SpongeBob type, ready to spit them in infinite ways until finally our long overdue attention is paid in full with interest. Thank y'all so much. Once again, my name is Frosty. Shout out to every single organization that's out here. Shout out to the Community Self-Defense Coalition. I encourage you to join a movement. It's not just one thing of protest, it's a continual thing. So with that being said, this next one's called Lonely. Ain't got no papers for you to funnel me into your system. Assimilate my soul with psychological prison. Your religion and all the blood on his hands. Your secret cemeteries where the spirits still dance. They offer money to our heads. Put targets on their backs so we live in the shadows with what we plan to protect. When we try you to get a pop out, you get snapped. Step back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Say it with me, step back, you don't know me like that. One more time, step back. Send my forward decree in the broken social agreements. You begging clubs of allegiance, pervert political leaders, sinning as hard as the preachers. Only God can judge how your heart full of hate, but your mouth speaking love. I don't need to go to heaven, see I'm calling on your bluff. Maybe we can stop pretending, see my people had enough. Yes, all one love, but you still gonna duck. Better watch the way you move before they get you with the Thank y'all so much. Once again, my name is Frosty. We're having some technical difficulties, but you know, we holding it down. This ain't no karaoke. This ain't no fucking sing along. And thank y'all so much. No, we'll go to the next one in just a moment, because I want to give a shout out to every single person who was out here since early in the morning planning this for weeks. Or everyone who's making a poster. Once again, join something, y'all. This isn't a one-day thing. The revolution is eternal. It's constantly movement. It's a movement, right? This is a movement, not a moment. The revolution is something that keeps revolving and going and going. There's always going to be things that we need to make better. So we got to show up every single day for one another to do that. Am I right? Let me hear some noise. Am I right? And shout out to the workers of the world. The workers, the people make the world go round. So remember that. Shout out to all the cleaning staff out here. Treat everyone with respect no matter what they do, because we're all human. This next one is dedicated to missing and murdered Indigenous women, people, and children, and every single person who's been detained, who's been kidnapped at the hands of ICE. This one's called Not Exotic. The nuts in your eyes to alive. Make the world go blind, mother. Flex what's on its mind and the three murdering beliefs. It's that ancient tribal method of survival. Never thought I'd ever see the Diablo flex the Bible like performing a recital. A story of cosmic rivals in eye for an hour. Had us blind upon the rival ground. Remaining disciple, teaching lessons of the land. Stories of the season, potent potions of the plants. Till the rivers run dry, our tears will fill them up again. We are the stars upon your skin, the shadow of the window. Heaven in your heart, resisting genocidal sin. How perfect can it be coming from mouths of tending men? Don't you ever forget the prophetess that brought you in. Creator of your king and eighth, wonder of the world. Oracles exist inside the hearts of your girls. Don't call me exotic, motherfucker. I'm indigenous and living in your most evolved state. You couldn't get with this. I'm not being polite. Shit don't ever get done. I'll die to defend before I ever turn and run. Johnny's got a well, this woman's got a weapon. Word the warrior spirit, beating righteous is relentless. Spend his last seconds acting sentences like paying pennies for heaven. But free to reach your mate, that's when it's real than pretending. The price he'll pay will be a world without apostrophes. He will turn to hell for ever trying to possess me. A deadly daughter of the earth and mother to the masses. Sanctuary, hers too much testosterone is tragic. Mercy ain't magic, it's too late to imagine. Forget about the past, there's a seek to be ahead of a baby. Don't be dramatic, cause I ain't as peace service panic at the disco. When it was too complex to go, I'll break it down real simple. I'm the wave and the ripple, nimble slaying triple. Sixes on my speaking code and watch the signals. I'm exotic, motherfucker. I'm indigenous, so take all your assumptions. But that's like your melanin. Can't stand the heat and get the fuck about the kitchen. And don't be testing waters that wasn't yours to begin with. Wanna get specific with a bones from the shika. You hear within my tone, I bring them bumping in your speakers. I'd be lying if I said really nice to meet you. And you'd be dead by now if I refuse to be a teacher. Raise a feature and eat you. And witness how you wipe out. Watch look the show where everybody got the lights out. Show you through the land, you got the nerve aids. Mine now, guess we in the wild west. Or the wild, wild west. Put the speakers on blast and let the truth do the rest. See, I'm an old soul, I got a lot to confess. We've been here before 1492. Native to the land, motherfucker, who are you? Got your continents confused. I ain't here to blow your mind, I'm just here to light the fuse. I'm not seeing your eyes too much. Make the world go blind. reflects what's on its mind in the 3-letter Thank you so much, Los Angeles. My name is Frosty. Free Palestine, free Iran, free Congo. Fuck U.S. imperialism. We are a separate colonial state. Land back. All that. Peace. Give it up one more time for Frosty! Y'all, mujeres, women, fans, be holding this shit down. I want us to really sit with the love that we have because sometimes it feels rare, but it's not, right? And I need us to sit with the power that we all have to look around despite all the bullshit that's happening, despite the ICE terror. We have our vendedores out here. That's right. They're out here for their family. They're out here for survival. And we all deserve not just to survive, but to thrive. So make sure you show them love and pull up to get some aguas frescas, some hot dogs, some fruta. Give them a lot of love. All right, y'all. Like I said, mujeres be holding it down, right? So the next mujer, her name is Lorena. She's in a lot of teams, so let me tell you about her. So first, she's a member of Unión del Barrio. Have y'all heard of her little word?
Sign?
She's in the Association for Raza Educators. Have y'all heard of that little word? These are powerful words, right?
Can I ask you what this petition's about on camera?
City of LA petition.
Can I ask you?
It's just basically saying that any business that pays their CEOs 50 times more than their worker, that business would pay a higher tax in the city of Los Angeles.
Everyone, happy International Workers'
So they'll be taxed if they pay their CEOs way more than their workers.
Interesting.
Well, it's kind of a way to claw back some of the money that was cut. They got, tax cuts federally. And if a lot of cities do this, then it could, help out communities around the state.
And how many CEOs do you think are in that situation in LA
Probably,
area?
I would estimate about 75, 80%.
Hello everyone, my name is Lorena, and I'm here representing Unión del Barrio,
A lot.
Association of Raza Educators, and the Community Self-Defense Coalition.
Here's the front of the petition.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Okay, so it says Los Angeles City business tax on employers with 1,000 plus employees if the highest paid employee receives compensation 50 times the greater than the median compensation of Los Angeles-based employees.
It's an honor
All right.
to fight alongside
Sounds interesting.
to model what it means to be in solidarity, to stand up and fight this massive repression that we have witnessed on our streets, in our country, and with our comrades defending their right to exist on their historic homelands overseas. It is not lost on us that in this work for all aspects of community self-defense that we have established, our communities would have been hit a lot harder than they have been. To everyone who felt a calling in their heart to be here today, to take time off of work or school, and is not a part of an organization, join one today. We can only do so much as individuals, but when we are part of a collective, when we organize our own communities, we take our power back. Now is the time to join your local organization, to patrol your own neighborhoods, to build community self-defense block by block. We know and have seen time and time again that no one will save us. The Democrats will not save us. The mayor will not save us. The governor will not save us. They've done nothing as our community members have been snatched off the streets in broad daylight. They've done nothing as mothers and fathers have been whipped away from their children on their way to school. Only we keep us safe. This is about community self-defense. This repression is only going to get worse. They continue to invest billions of dollars on DHS and the police state. They continue to build concentration camps and hire ICE agents. There is no more time to wonder what you can do. The The time to join an organization and defend our right to exist, to live a life of dignity is now. This is something we can all do. Everyone has something they can contribute. No one here gets paid to be here. We're all working class people who do this because we understand that it's a matter of survival. We are creating the communities we wish existed. No one is going to give this to us. We must create this world ourselves. On this May Day, we honor the legacy left before us by working class people who organized and united against the interests of the ruling class on the first May Day in 1886. We are guided by the words of Lucy Gonzalez Parsons. What has ever been granted to the countless millions of workers of Earth without a fight? Her words remind us that the working class must take our power back and fight to demand these billionaires give us what is ours. Livable wages, housing, healthcare, education. Everything you see here, these buildings, these roads, everything was built on the backs of exploited people. These billionaires would have nothing if it wasn't for our labor. Our power lies in our united struggle of organized resistance here and with workers around the world who are fighting against the colonial, imperialist, capitalist exploitation of their lands, resources, and labor. Who's got the power? Who's got the power? What kind of power? Thank you so much. Please give it up to Ron. He is from Unión del Barrio.
¡Feliz Día del Trabajador! ¡Que vivan los y las trabajadoras!
¡Que vivan!
¡Que vivan los estudiantes!
¡Que vivan!
¡Que vivan los migrantes y los inmigrantes!
¡Que vivan siempre!
¡Que viva la solidaridad entre todo el pueblo proletariado! Buenas tardes a todos y a todas. Unión del Barrio les trae un saludo fraterno y revolucionario en este 1 de mayo, Día Internacional de los Trabajadores en Lucha. Si no fuera por nosotros como trabajadores, esta ciudad, este país y esta sociedad no fuera nada. La riqueza de este país no es gracias a los multimillonarios, los edificios, las casas lujosas, las escuelas, universidades, hospitales. Esos no son construidos por los millonarios. Son construidos por los obreros, por los trabajadores. En el último año hemos visto los malditos agentes de ICE y la patrulla fronteriza aterrorizar y secuestrar a nuestra gente. Ahora les queremos hacer unas preguntas a ustedes. Que ustedes sepan quién ha salido a las calles todos los días para organizar y defender a nuestra gente. ¿Han sido los políticos? ¿Han sido los dueños de las compañías?
No.
¿Han sido los líderes religiosos?
A veces.
Sino ¿quién ha sido? Nosotros, el pueblo organizado, se ha defendido. Y como dijo la compañera, si no fuera por el pueblo organizado, las redadas fueran 1000 veces peor. Y sabemos que ahora Trump ha contratado a 10,000 agentes más. Han comprado y construido centros de detención o centros de concentración. Pero si ellos piensan que nosotros nos vamos a dejar que sigan secuestrando a nuestra gente, están equivocados. Les queremos recordar a los racistas y a los fascistas que nuestro pueblo, nuestra gente, es un pueblo indígena a este continente. Nuestro pueblo, nuestra gente, viene de raíces rebeldes y de guerreros. Les recordamos a los racistas y fascistas que esta es nuestra tierra y esta es nuestra lucha. Esta es nuestra tierra, esta es nuestra lucha. Queremos ahora compartir públicamente por primera vez un anuncio importante. Como todos saben, Unión del Barrio hace un año empezó a entrenar a muchas organizaciones y al público para patrullar, para defender a nuestras calles. Vamos a seguir haciendo eso, pero ahora ha llegado el tiempo para pasar a una nueva etapa de lucha. Ahora lo que queremos anunciar es la organización casa por casa, cuadra por cuadra, barrio por barrio. Que la migra sepa, no va a haber un barrio donde ellos puedan entrar sin una resistencia organizada y feroz. ¿Ustedes se acuerdan lo que pasó en Paramount, en Compton, en Huntington Park, en Bell, en Sur Centro, en Boyle Heights? Resistencia.
Unidos.
Los agentes van a saber que van a encontrarse con una resistencia tremenda. Ahora, como Unión del Barrio, queremos decirles que se unan a una organización. Si no son parte de una organización, únanse a una. ¿Están de acuerdo con que nos organicemos casa por casa, cuadra por cuadra, barrio por barrio? Si están de acuerdo con el puño arriba, the left fist, vamos a seguir organizando, vamos a seguir luchando y con eso terminamos. Con esto terminamos. Les queremos recordar que los mismos fascistas que atacan a los trabajadores y atacan a los migrantes son los mismos que ahora están atacando a Irán, a Palestina, a Cuba, a Venezuela y a todos los pueblos del mundo. No hay que dejar que los medios corporativos nos confundan. Si ellos atacan a nuestro pueblo y atacan a Venezuela y a Cuba, tenemos un enemigo en común. Tenemos que unir luchas para defender a toda la clase trabajadora, a los africanos, latinoamericanos, asiáticos, del Medio Oriente, de todo el mundo. Los trabajadores del mundo se tienen que unir. Con eso saludamos como Unión del Barrio. Muchas gracias. Que viva la revolución, que viva la resistencia. Gracias.
Unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Quiere cantar que vamos a triunfar. Avanza.
Whole street? Whole street? Whole street? Who's got the power? Who's got the power? What kind of power? What kind of power? That's right! Alright, up next we have Faith Santilla. She's a poet and a union organizer. That's people power! Give it up! Thank you to the coalition for allowing me to be here. Before I do my poem, I have to say a few words. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine by the name of Lyle Frijoles was murdered by the armed forces of the Philippines, along with 18 other innocent lives. He was murdered alongside peasant farmers, students, children, community leaders, a journalist, and another Filipino-American human rights activist by the name of Kai Soren. Kai and Lyle were servants of the people who were in the Philippines to support the work of peasant farmers and workers who have toiled for decades under repressive regimes that have been fully propped up by the U.S. government. And it is those conditions and violence, political violence, that led my parents to come to this country in search of a better life. And as someone born and raised in LA, I know this is not a story that is unique to Filipinos. This is a shared story with our siblings from Mexico, with our siblings from Central America, with our siblings from Southeast Asia, with our siblings, every human being in this world whose land and whose homes have been destroyed by U.S. wars and U.S. foreign policy, fully funded by U.S. taxpayer dollars. And so, being born and raised in LA, I have come to the conclusion that the only way we defeat
state terrorism is through international solidarity. And it is in the spirit of international solidarity that I wrote this poem 28 years ago to amplify the shared struggle between Philippines, Chicanas, and our indigenous sisters of this land. And may it be an offering to our newly appointed ancestors, Paz and Ka, and to our ancestors, the spirits of those whose lives have been taken from us by fucking ICE. And may it also serve as a reminder to each and every one of us that we are not alone in our fight. This poem is called Mary.
So we're on our way up to an upper demonstration. There's, in fact, demonstrations, probably 20, 30 happening simultaneously around LA, and I'm heading up to a different rally up on the other end of Gloria Molina Park, and we'll see what they're doing up there. I think they're going to have some speakers and some music. Heading up there now. So these May Day events are mostly happening around LA from 10 to noon. This one goes till 4 o'clock. And usually when we have a big demonstration here, there's a large group of people who end up going to the detention center where immigrants are being kidnapped and housed every day. And usually the LAPD clamps down on them pretty hard. By about 7 or 8 o'clock, they start banging on people, sometimes shooting people. We had a USC student shot in the eye, lost his eye about 3 weeks ago. I think that was done by ICE. But so far, our mayor hasn't seemed to discipline anyone in the police force for their use of weapons that the court has told them not to use. And so far, the LAPD has not stopped using violence to end demonstrations that they get at all nervous about. Most of these are with very few people present at the end of the day at 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. And they just decide they want people to go home, and they start smashing. They start doing these formations using batons, marching at people with their batons, pushing them out, kettling them, and sometimes arresting them once they're trapped. So we're going to go up and take a look at this upper assembly here. This is Los Angeles, California, looking over at the City Hall, one of the oldest skyscrapers in the city skyline. We've got a number of helicopters flying overhead, keeping an eye on things. And then we have a stage up here with some musicians, which we're going to see what's happening over here. Here's a kind of a cool LA feature. It looks like the park is for everyone in hundreds of languages. Los Angeles is a very international place to come and live. We love immigrants in Los Angeles, that is, except for the white supremacists who hate anyone who's not white. And this has become, of course, under the current administration that's highly encourages the white supremacists. This has been a problem. So that's why a lot of these events, May Day events, we're celebrating our immigrant history and our immigrants. Looking over here at the Churla tent. Churla is one of the leading organizations that supports immigrant rights, helps immigrants adapt, especially from Central America in the South, adapt to living in LA. Organizes protests against discrimination. Hi.
Are you with the station?
Yeah. Has the group from the park come yet?
Well, not yet. They're
on their way. So I heard 1 o'clock they might be here.
They're lucky 1:30.
Okay.
And so you need somebody to speak to.
No, I'm just doing live stream. There's a lot happening down there, so I've been live streaming down there. Pretty good.
How's your funding? Is the funding hit you guys yet hard, or
Well, we
got to do a lot of fundraising now?
we suffered from the during COVID. One of our antennas on a sister station went down, and they rented a New York station antenna that cost $1 million a year and got us all in debt, and we had to sell our station in North Hollywood and bought a new. Now we're renting in Glendale, and so we're trying to recover from a lot of loss during the pandemic.
Get a lot of fundraising going. You got a lot of Hollywood friends here, so
Yeah.
in this town. So
Yeah.
get them to phone you up.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we do it. We got a few friends like that. Jackson Brown gives us a lot of funds. A few other from that community. All right. Well,
See you around.
see you around. Warming up in the park here at Gloria Molina Park, where the convergence of a number of demonstrations are happening. This park is waiting for a number of protesters from another park about 5 miles west of here.
Mi amor, quien busca encuentra, pero no en tu caso, no te dé la cabeza consiguiendo mi reemplazo. Sé que no me superas, ay mi amor, qué pena, lo que te conviene, quedarte por mí. Claro, dar esa de yo bien pendeja planeando la boda. No sé qué carajo fue lo que perdí. Lo único que sé que no lo veo ahora y neta me arrepiento. Me dejaste fría bajo cero y yo solo quería un amor sincero. No lleno de mentiras, si me hubiera puesto el cuerno, güey. Pero No pierdo tiempo, ya no me desvelo. Me puse más linda, me compré outfits nuevos. Salí con la nena, escuché te boté de camino al jangueo. Sé que quien busca encuentra, pero no en tu caso. Romperte la cabeza consiguiendo mi reemplazo. Sé que no me superas, ay mi amor, qué pena. Creo que te conviene mudarte a otro planeta. Esto es que te vi. Somebody's. Ooh, ooh. I know, I saw it. Esa sonrisa que nadie le vio. Oh, that's why, of course. So damaged. ¿No traes otro? Thank you so much. I know, I heard you. Thank you so much.
So we're going to take a break for 20 minutes until the march from MacArthur Park reaches here with thousands of demonstrators. We'll see you in a little